So here we are at the middle of September. I haven't done as many self-love September vlog posts as I thought I would do, but I have been doing my work. So a few reflections thus far. So a theme emerged for me. The first video I did, I mentioned belonging, and I thought that was going to be a one-off, and then I decided I really wanted to focus on deepening my spirituality this month. And I was going to do that by working with some of my oracle decks. The one that I chose to work with is called Love Your Inner Goddess. And I'm really enjoying working with that deck. And I'll put a picture of it in here too. But what I found interesting is that I went to the Great Lakes Herb Fair last weekend, and I ran into an old friend of mine like as soon as I got there. And she came over to me and we talked about how we hadn't seen each other and how we weren't doing a good job of keeping in touch with each other. And she started telling me about this book she was reading that really talked about the necessity of the times of aloneness or exile. It's stated in the book as that when you're not around other people. And she goes, you really should, read it. It's called Belonging. So I think that the way I'm going to deepen my spiritual practice and my spiritual relationship with what I call the divine is through exploring this theme of belonging. I have a few books that I am going to be reading or listening to on audiobook. One of them is Braiding Sweetgrass. The other is If Women Rose Rooted. And of course, Belonging. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that it's interesting how this theme arose. And I'm going to go with it. So this is the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. And what I like about it is each card also has an idea for a sacred ritual. So I'm going to give you an example of that. So, yep, first of all, this is the deck. And this is the book that comes with it. It is a nice, I think it's a nice thick book. Not too overdone, but it has a lot of information that you can glean from it. I want to take a moment to show you some of the images of these cards. I love them. They're beautiful to me. So this is Daughter of the Sacred Heart. Elk Medicine Woman. Madonna of Roses. Hero. Be your own hero. What is not to like about that? Paulownia or Paeonia. I just love the images here. And then just to give you an example for Daughter of the Sacred Heart, the ritual involved writing a list of things you haven't forgiven yourself about or other events or people that you haven't been able to forgive, and to really work on writing that you forgive yourself and others for these events. Now, she mentions it can be difficult, and I know that to be true, especially when you have experienced trauma or an injustice or very painful experiences. But forgiving is done for you. It is not a sign of weakness or somehow giving the offender a pass. I like the way she puts it, that it is teaching our mind a new program that will lead more to self-love and acceptance. So that's what I'm working on. I am working on deepening my spirituality through this deck here, Loving Your Inner Goddess. Yep, so that's where I am today. I'm going to continue working on the theme of belonging. And I have some writing assignments to do that were given to me. I've been pulling one card a day from the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. And like I said, some of the assignments involve writing, and I'm behind, which is an area I need to ask myself, why am I being resistant to this writing, right? Whenever we're poised for breakthrough, all kinds of a fuss can start kicking up inside, right? So I'm going to try to do better. No, I'm going to do better today with my writing and working on my practice for today. And I'll do another video to talk more about the books that I mentioned and what I think so far. I've already started listening to Braiding Sweetgrass on audiobook. Have you listened to that book before or read it? I've heard so many people talk about it. The reason it made the list and not just the book Belonging was because at the Great Lakes Herb Fair, no less than 8 times did this book come up in different workshops. Different folks were talking about it. It was featured in a giveaway raffle basket. And then when I posted it on Facebook, the comments just flowed in like, oh my God, this is just amazing. This book is amazing. This book is amazing. It was used during our closing ceremony, a poem from the book. So, well, yeah. So I just, and it was readily available. Here's a little miscellaneous tidbit. There is an app called Hoopla, Hoopla, and it is an app that is connected to the library system. If you have a library card, you can check out books for free. Audiobooks, regular ebooks, movies, music, all kinds of stuff. So Braiding Sweetgrass was available on Hoopla, so that is why that was the first one on my list. Belonging was not available, but it's all good. It's in divine order, and that's where I am today. I hope you are having an excellent self-love September. I would love to know some of the things you've decided to focus on, and I will see you at the next video. Take care.